Hello, Aquas. My name is Priscilla from Crystalthingsheal, here to do your February readings. February general readings. Friendly reminder: tarot for guidance and entertainment purposes only. Therefore, not responsible for what you do after your reading. However, I'm here for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, check out crystalthingsheal.com. You can book directly on the site. Everything's on the description box down below. So I did update everything on the description box, so the links lead you right there, okay? So we are going to bring back our love readings in mid-months. General readings are going to be 10-minute readings that we're going to do in the beginning of the month, okay? So we are pulling your cards right now to see what we have going on. I definitely see traveling for some of you, which is nice. And the reason why you're traveling, aside from just, having a good time, is because there's been, a chapter that has ended in your life. Whereas, like, now it's almost like things are finally closing out, so now you can rest. Okay? Some of you have recently opened a business as well, which is congratulations to you. Whereas there may have been delays in the past and it had made you feel a little emotional, but I think it was emotional because things were taking a long time. But what's beautiful is, think of it like this card, right? You see that? Is that an oyster? A clam? I forget what. Sorry, I know. I'm horrible. But anyways, it takes forever for a pearl to mature. And even when it does, then it takes forever to be able to open those things, which don't do that because then it kills them. But my point is, it takes forever and then it creates something beautiful. And I think that's what you did. And I think that's beautiful as well. And at this time, you're kind of just uncertain as to like where things are going to go. But I do think that you're finally getting the recognition that you deserve. You might be putting in a spotlight. So maybe you're like doing stuff on social media or YouTube or, whatever it may be. Confirmation. Here we have the yes. Yes, it's the outcome that you wanted. It's just that it's been a lonely road for quite some time, right? And, for those business owners, you're always going to have a turn back moment where it's like, you know what, maybe this isn't working out. Maybe I should just like stop. And that's kind of like where you were heading. And not even just business. If it's school, if it's, whatever, maybe a relationship, even though this is not a relationship reading. There's always a moment where you're like, should I just go a different direction? And you didn't. You chose to stay with it. And because of that discipline, this is the Master card right here, okay? Because you did that, you're finally getting that recognition, that achievement. You're seeing the results finally, right? So let's see what else we have going on. Congratulations to you. I like that a lot. What else do we have going on for Aquas? Let's get these cards. So for those of you who don't know me very well, I do a lot of events doing readings like that. So messages come out rather quickly for me because I guess you can say I'm trained in doing speed readings. So it's funny when I do these readings and everyone's like, well, you didn't spend much time. But like, if you listen to it, there's so many messages within, 10 minutes or whatever. And it's because I just, maybe I talk fast or whatever it is. I don't know. So now when I get like people to book hour-long readings, I'm like, oh, what do I do with the time? But then it comes out to be like a really cool reading too. So here, some of y'all are just sleeping around. Let's be honest here. Some of you are doing some like online dating, and then you're kind of just like, seeing what's out there, dabbling a little bit. That's okay, because you're like, yep, I'm gonna go get what I want, and I'm gonna work on my happiness. And maybe your happiness is, tasting every flavor. This is not the love sex reading. Yeah, so this is a player like energy, okay? This is that dating type of thing. But the thing is, you're doing it because you're stable, right? And that's totally fine. It's part of life. It's part of experiencing great things. Right. So in the past where you kind of were doubting yourself, maybe because you were getting that recognition that we were talking about earlier in whichever way, now you're feeling yourself and you're like, yeah, I'm a bad bee, you know what I mean? So now you're like dating and you're like, yeah, I do this and this. And you're like, wow, that's amazing. And that's kind of the vibe I'm picking up on. And these people aren't really going anywhere with you. Let's be honest. I don't see any like candidates here. They're all like all knights. So these are people who are probably also ambitious and whatnot, but they're they're not kings. Why? Because we got options. You are healing from someone who you blocked. Okay, so in the midst of you doing this dating thing, there's one particular person who was also like maybe the same age group or whatever. They were trying to come in and you were like, nope, not today. I got options over here. Okay, and you're like, because you're trying to heal from that, you're seeing what else is out there. And that's totally normal. That's fine. That's totally fine. So let's get some final messages for you guys to see what's going on for February. Money looking great. I also see you being very passionate as well. It's just that you're learning. It's a learning curve for you, okay? I think you're finally getting the hang of it, because you're seeing where you want your future to lie, right? So whereas you were feeling like you were stuck, you really were feeling like you were stuck, I think unexpectedly you're going to get some opportunities coming your way that's going to be very financially beneficial. So don't like mess it up, because don't like burn your bridges accidentally, okay? Because something I will tell you, people are always watching whether they say it or not, right? And you might not even think about a person being an asset in your life. And little do you know, maybe like they run this major company or, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. So you're like, oh yeah, whatever, these people, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, well, I can't take this person seriously. Like, you just never know. So just make sure that be professional with everyone, just in case. That was probably important, because I kind of stopped the reading to talk about that. Yeah, see, someone is scouting. Someone's watching you, and you're not really realizing just yet. So that's probably why that came out. They're scouting. Right. So, and they might catch you on a bad day. So even if you're in a bad mood, be professional. Act like you're in that office. Because they might just change your world. And you're like, oh crap. Holy crap. This person is the jackpot to my emotional health. I see my life going in a way different direction now. Let's celebrate. And then you get the motivation to move like super quick. And then you start working super hard. It's like that push that you needed. Wow. Then you go to the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant. Woo. This is where I want to be forever. So with that being said, remember, even if you're having a bad day, don't take it out on other people because you just never know who's watching or who's out there. You know, there's many people out there that's a blessing in disguise. Alrighty, the little angel sent from above. Until next time, that's going to be your reading. Bye.